What's going on, everybody? It's Charlie Eugene back with another video. Today's video, I'm just going to be upgrading this Lenovo Flex 5. This is the 1570 model. I want to install the solid state drive and install 16 gigs of RAM. I shot the video yesterday, but the video came out terrible because I used the wrong lens. So today I'm just going to show you how to get this back plate off the back here and show you where the RAM goes along with where the solid state drive goes. All right, so I already installed the 16 gigs of RAM. I already installed the solid state drive. I just want to show you guys where this stuff goes in case you have this model and you're worried about opening it up and you're worried about where the RAM goes and where the solid state goes. All right, so I'm gonna flip this over and has about 10 screws. Let's count. So you got one screw in the corner here, another one here, another one in the corner here. You have 3 screws along the middle, and then you have 4 screws along the bottom here. All right, so you have 10 screws total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, I got my shot glass here just so I can place the screws inside so the screws don't fall on the floor. And like I said, I've already upgraded it. I just want to show you guys how to open it and how to where the stuff goes. All right, so we'll start with the top. And also, all the screw sizes are the same, so you don't have to worry about placing them in the right order. They're all the same. All right, so we're going to start with, let me make sure I got my screwdriver set, go the right direction. Start with the top corner here. Guys, make sure you use the right size screwdriver. You do not want to strip these screws. That'll be a big problem if you do that. So just take your time and take it easy. You don't have to rush doing these type of jobs, because what happens when you rush, you end up doing something crazy, and next thing you know, you done messed the machine up. All right, I don't have a guitar pick and my tool to open these back cases. I broke it, so I'm gonna have to use my finger. Be very careful when you use your finger to get these back panels off. All right, just take your time. You don't have to rush. See, I get so excited when I upgrade a machine, especially when it's my machine, and I end up dropping a screw, doing something crazy. So I've learned to just take your time. Don't have to rush. Alright, so we got about 2 more screws left at the bottom of the machine, or actually the front of the machine. And we're going to see, make sure we get these screws out. Now usually, yesterday, I got them all to come out, but today, for some reason, they're not coming out. So what I'm going to do is start back again at this corner here and make sure, because I don't want to take this plate off with these screws still attached, and this, you know, the screws fall, and I have a carpet. So I got the first screw out here, put it, you can use a shot glass, you can use a bowl, a cup, anything just to keep your screws from rolling off the table. And like I said, I'm over a carpet, so that's not be like looking for a needle in a haystack when you drop these screws. Like my first video with my MSI, if you guys seen that video, I dropped one of the screws and I spent time looking for it. Alright, so take these screws out. Bam. Alright, then loosen this one up a little bit more. But just take your time, man. Anytime you're working on these machines, take your time, don't rush. You know, I know it's exciting to upgrade the machine and get it running the way you want it, but you don't want to damage it along that process. So, all right, get these screws out. And this isn't my machine, so I definitely have to be very careful. This is my wife's friend's machine, helping her upgrade it. Already installed Windows 11 on there. She wanted the new Windows. Windows 11 to me, it's still 10. I set it up so it looks just like 10, so I don't have any complaints about it. I know a lot of people don't want to install it, but I don't have a problem with it. Works just like 10. Alright, so we got 2 more screws at the bottom here. Try not to hit this camera. Yep, so this, like I said, this did come with a terabyte HDD, super slow. So I think it was like a 5400 RPM. Thing was really slow, and came with 8 gigs. And we're gonna get up to 16 gigs. All right, so I'm gonna take this back plate off. I got all my screws in the cup here. Set that to the side. Now with this model here, you want to start with the hinges. So carefully lift it up, and then you want to start at the hinges. So dig your finger in there. Don't get too crazy with it. But yesterday I started with the hinges. Let me sit down. I don't want to do something crazy here. Let me get comfortable. Let me get comfortable for you guys. Move so you guys can see. All right, so start at the hinges. There we go. You see how that? Dig your finger in there. If you got a guitar pick or something plastic flat that you can get in there, use that. But I'm using my hand. And just be careful. Start at the corners here at the hinges, and then if you have a nail, use your nail. Don't put your nail too deep in there. You don't want to puncture anything on your motherboard. But when you hear these pops, okay, you want to hear these pops. Okay, you might have to put four fingers in there like I'm doing. There we go. You hear those pops. You want to hear those pops. And like I said, work your way around it. Don't get too anxious. Don't get too crazy with it. Because what you'll do is you'll crack this back cover. You don't want to do that. All right. So I got the left side of the machine open. Let me set it flat again. Kind of just work your way around. Like I said, I've already opened this. So all I'm doing is just going through here, going through the motions here. Alright, so it's acting stubborn on this left side. So what you want to do is leave that alone. That's already opened, and start on the right side. Get your finger in the right side here. Get this on camera. Get your finger on the right side. I already opened this up yesterday. Alright, there we go. So you hear that? You do the same thing. Go down. Just be very careful as you're going down. And then, since I got both sides open, lay it flat again. Lay it flat again. And then carefully got it. And here we go. It's coming up. Alright. Bam. Just be very careful. Don't want to get too crazy. Bam. Back cover is off. Alright. So like I said, I've already put the 16 gigs of DDR4, which is under this plate. All you have to do is put your nail under this, lift this cap, and your RAM is underneath this plate. And this is where your solid state's going to go. You also have a slot for your M.2. I think it's the 2280 M.2 slot, excuse me. You can put that in there as well. So you have 2.5, and you also have M.2 right over the 2.5 slot. All right, so what I did yesterday is there was a factory sale sticker over this screw. So you have to puncture that sticker to get to that screw. So there's one screw, and then there's another one. You guys can see, make sure you guys can see. There's another screw here, and then there's number 3 here. Okay. Like I said, I don't want to take this out because I did it already. But when you take these 3 screws out, you have to pull the solid state, pull the hard drive out by pulling and pushing it forward and then lifting up and out. All right. So push this forward, and then you can lift it out. And then you need to take the frame. There's a metal frame that goes around the hard drive. You have to take that off, put that around your solid state drive, and then do reverse. Push it in, slide it forward, make sure it's connects, and then push it back into the connectors. Like I said, I don't want to take it out again because I already did that yesterday. but I wanted to show you guys what it looks like to open up this Flex 5 1570 model. All right. Now I didn't want to fold the battery. I know usually people detach the battery before they do any upgrades. I didn't want to do that. This isn't my machine. I did not want to break it, so I took the chance of doing it without taking the battery or disconnecting the battery. All right, so I didn't do that. And let me show you how easy it is to get this cap off for your DDR4 RAM. As you can see, you only get one slot. You do not get two slots. So the max for this model is 16 gigs of DDR4. I got the 16 gig DDR4 2666 megahertz model. I'm sure it's compatible with other models. I just went for the 2666 model that was originally in here. So it's just a cap. Put your nail underneath this cap, and then you lift up. That's it. So there's your RAM. Pretty sure you guys know how to do the RAM. You just spread these two flaps. Once you do that, it lifts up. Pull it out. All right. So this is a 16 gig DDR4 2666 PC4 21300. All right, let me bring it close if you guys can see it. All right, I don't know if you guys can see it that well, but that's what it is. And I ordered this from Best Buy for 60 bucks. All right, so let's put that back in. That's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to show you guys if you need to upgrade this machine, how easy it is to do so. All right, but I'm not going to pull the solid state drive out. That's already in place. Like I said, it's 3 screws to get this drive out. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, take those screws out. You're going to have to pull this thing off the connectors, pull it forward first, then lift it up out, and do the reverse to get your new drive in. All right, but there's a metal plate that goes around this thing that you want to attach to your new solid state drive, and that's pretty much it. All right, now what I'm gonna do is put this back in place, put everything back, and that's pretty much wraps up this video. All right, it's a nice little plate. I don't know, it doesn't I don't know if it gets hot or whatever, but that's what it seems like. It's like a little heat shield. Now put your plate back on. You can start from the front of the machine. Make sure it's lined up with the grooves, and then you want to hear those crackles again. You want to hear the same crackles you heard when you took the back plate off. All right, you hear that? Just be very careful. Make sure everything's in place. There you go. Bam, that's it. Put your screws back in, and you are good money.